Speed Life 913. So anyways, I thought I would do a video, short video. I know I haven't got the editing down yet, but do a short one on the customer service of Corvette. So the Chevy Corvette, I received a survey here the other day, and I filled it all out, and I put all the water leaks from the trunk catch, the water that pours in when you open the door. Let's see, the seats, they're kind of like intermittently cooling. The difficulties with the navigation system. I guess there's a fix out to where right now my navigation defaults to the state of West Virginia instead of to the state of Virginia, which is the place that I'm in now. So I guess there's some kind of message out that they're working on a fix for it. Chevy overall is. So this may affect other navigation issues throughout the country, I guess. But anyways, I filled out this survey, put all this information in there, told them what I liked, didn't like, things like the backup mirrors. When you go into the infotainment system, as they call it, you can set up the mirrors on the sides to angle down. That way you can see where the rear tires are when you're backing into a parking spot, and you can pretty much follow the lines. So when I filled out all the survey, back to the original point again, I got a call yesterday from the actual customer service, and they were shocked of how much stuff that I had put into the survey and how much time and effort I had committed to it. So I got to talk with the lady and about how bad the dealership was that I'm dealing with and what I could do, and come to find out there's other Corvette specialty dealerships, not just the one that I'm dealing with. So they got me hooked up, scheduled with another dealership to where they can start looking into these problems. One of the problems that I also had was the molding on the windshield. Doesn't quite match like up to the bottom, and it leaves place for water to get in, and should it freeze or just over time, the salt and sand that will collect in there is going to rust out or cause corrosion on the vehicle, and ultimately get water inside the people tank or whatever. So when that happens, I just was trying to avoid it. Well, Chevy looked at the overall problem, and pretty much after they looked at the problem, they did what they called a comparison. So when they did the comparison of the vehicles, they ended up figuring out that my vehicle looks like the other vehicles, and that pretty much made it okay for mine to be screwed up. So in my line of work, that's unacceptable. If you have a problem and your customer's telling you of some things that are going to happen, and you can see the fault, you don't just compare it to other screwed up vehicles and call that good. America doesn't run that way. We're supposed to fix the problems, and I can understand something petty, but well, I guess it could be considered petty. But ultimately, it will cause the vehicle to rust and have problems and issues, like all the water that drains in my trunk when I open the hatch. My Corvette at this time is currently, I guess it's got a leak between the interior panel on the trunk lid and the actual trunk lid. So when you open it up, there's two 1/2-inch holes that are like weep holes, and they're on both sides. So since they're on both sides, when you open up the trunk lid, about a cup of water will come out of each one if you drive the car in the rain or if you wash it. So I've tried to avoid spraying the seam of the trunk lid from the outside with any kind of high pressure water, but you're still going to get some water in there when you're rinsing off the vehicle, and mine will collect water, and when you open the trunk lid, the water on top of the trunk lid actually drains into the sides where it belongs. The other water in between actually drains straight into the trunk. So I thought it was just design flaw, or maybe it's something else wrong. Maybe the seal between the interior and the trunk lid is actually bad. But regardless, we'll get it all worked out.